this video, we'll show you the initial hardware setup out of the box for your Canon LG-P800 Label Printer and how to connect it to your Wi-Fi with a Windows computer. Let's get started. First, make sure there is sufficient space around where the printer will be located. Carefully remove the printer and the other contents from the pallet box. Make sure these items are included in the box. Printhead, holder stopper, adjustment paper, installation guide and other documents, starter ink tanks, magenta, yellow, black and cyan, and the power cable. Carefully remove the packing material. Always carry the printer with 2 people using the designated carrying grips. Do not attempt to lift the printer alone or in an awkward position, as this may result in personal injury. After placing the printer in your desired location, carefully remove all shipping tape and packing materials, except for the tape securing the red tag. Next, connect the power cord to the printer and a power outlet. And then press the power button to turn on the printer. The operation panel will be lit when the printer is on. If this is your first time powering on the printer, you will see the system language selection screen. Select English. Next, select your time zone. If you selected the wrong time zone in the previous step, select the back symbol to return to the time zone selection section. Otherwise, select OK to proceed. Now we will install the ink tanks. Please review the instructions displayed on the operation panel before proceeding. Open the ink tank cover. When installing a new ink tank, shake it side to side before opening it. Lift the ink tank lock lever to open it. Make sure to install the ink tank of the correct color in the correct orientation. Close the ink tank lock lever to finish the installation. Repeat the same steps for the rest of the ink tanks. You will see the corresponding ink tank colors on the screen when they are installed correctly. Close the ink tank cover when finished. Select OK to proceed. Next, we will install the printhead. Open the top cover. Do not touch the carriage while it's moving. Please wait until it comes to a complete stop. Next, we need to remove the shipping fixture. Remove the red tag. And then we'll proceed to the next step. Please review the instructions displayed on the operation panel before proceeding. Release the printhead lock lever. And then open the printhead locking cover. Select OK on the operation panel to move on to the next step. Please review the instructions displayed before proceeding. A few important notes when installing the printhead. Gently remove the orange protective cap to avoid ink splatter. The printhead contains ink to protect the nozzle. Always carry the printhead by holding its grips. Never touch the ink inlet, metal contacts, or nozzle. This may damage the printhead and affect print quality. Install the printhead carefully, ensuring that the area previously covered by the protective cap does not touch the carriage. Close the printhead locking cover. And then lock the printhead lock lever. After installing the printhead, align the triangle pointer on the angle adjustment lever with the red square. Close the top cover when finished. Next, printhead alignment and ink loading will begin. This process will print out 5 printhead alignment sheets. We will use the paper that came with the printer to complete this step. Regular letter-size plain paper will work as well. Select OK to proceed. Select Cut Sheet. Review the instructions on the operation panel before inserting the paper. Please note, the printer can only load 1 sheet of cut sheet paper at a time. Loading more than one may cause paper jams. Set the cut sheet against the right-hand edge of the paper feed slot. A buzzer sounds when the paper reaches the feed position. Select Start Feeding on the operation panel. Select Cut Sheet. Tap the down arrow until you find plain papers, and then select it. Choose Plain, Cut Paper. When you see the Select the Connection Method screen, select Do Not Connect. Select Yes to proceed to the next step. During this process, do not turn off the power, remove the maintenance cartridge, or operate any other part of the printer. If printhead alignment and ink loading are interrupted, more ink than usual may be consumed. This process will take a few minutes. When you see this screen, push the release lever to the back, away from you, to release the paper. Remove the printed paper, and then pull the release lever forward to its original position. The next few steps will be repeated 4 times until you see the Ready to Print screen. The printer needs to print a total of 5 test sheets to complete the printhead alignment and ink loading process. Select Yes to continue printing. Select Load Paper. Set the cut sheet against the right-hand edge of the paper feed slot. A buzzer sounds when the paper reaches the feed position. Select Start Feeding on the operation panel. Select Cut Sheet. Choose Plain, Cut Paper. When printing is complete, you will see this screen. Push the release lever to the back away from you to release the paper and remove it. Then pull the release lever forward to its original position. Keep following the instructions on screen until you finish the last printout. Printhead alignment and ink loading is complete when you see the Ready to Print home screen. Now we will connect the printer to your Wi-Fi. Select the network icon at the bottom left of the home screen. Select Wi-Fi. Select Settings. Select Wi-Fi Setup. Then, choose Select Wireless Router. Select your Wi-Fi name from the list. Select the input field on the password input screen. You'll need to enter your encryption key or network password. To do so, first select the entry mode that reflects the character you need: uppercase letters, lowercase letters, or numbers and symbols. Use the touchscreen panel to enter your password, toggling between entry modes as needed. Once your password is entered, select OK. Before proceeding, you can select Show Password to verify that the password is typed in correctly. Select OK to connect the printer to the network. When the printer has connected, select OK. On the home screen, you will see the wireless LAN icon. The printer is now connected to your Wi-Fi. Now we will install the printer driver. Download the installation files from the Canon website by visiting usa.canon.com/support. Search for your printer by entering the model number in the search box. Then select it from the list. Select Software and Drivers. Make sure the correct operating system and version are selected. Then select and download the latest printer driver. Select the download arrow at the top right of your browser. Then open the driver setup file. Select your language, and then choose OK. Review the information on this screen. You won't be able to proceed with the software installation if you don't select Agree on the License Agreement section. Select Next to proceed. Review the information on this screen, and then select Next to proceed. Make sure Connect via Network is selected, and then choose Next. The Network Setup Wizard window will appear. Review the information, and then select Next to proceed. Review the firewall information, and then select Next to proceed. Review the connection checklist. Since we are connecting the printer to your Wi-Fi, make sure both the printer and the computer are connected to the same Wi-Fi name or network. Select Next to proceed. Now we will wait for your computer to find the printer on your Wi-Fi. It should be able to find the printer because we connected it to your Wi-Fi network. If your printer is detected, it will show up on the list. If it's not on the list, make sure your computer is connected to the same Wi-Fi network you used to set up the printer. Also, temporarily close any firewall and antivirus software, as they may block the printer from getting detected. Select your printer from the list. Then choose Next. Review the port settings, and then select Next to proceed. Review the installation information, and then select Next to proceed. Select Install to proceed to the next step. The software will now install. This may take a few minutes. When you see this screen, select Finish. The network setup window will close, and the printer driver will now install. Installation is now complete. Select Finish. Select Yes to restart the system and enable the new settings. After your computer restarts, make sure to verify that the printer is listed and is available in your computer's Bluetooth and devices settings section. Congratulations! This completes the initial hardware setup and Wi-Fi connection of your Canon LG-P800 Label Printer with a Windows computer. For more how-to videos, please visit our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.